The Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime is known for many things. Terrifying facial expressions, overdramatic, world-shattering battles that destroy the very fabric of the universe for a card game, and pretty strong cards. Today we're going to talk about 3 of these cards, what they do, and how they can be used practically in the actual card game. If you want to see more, leave a like and subscribe, and let's get into it. The first card we're going to talk about today is Chaos Inro, Ruler of the Beginning of the End. This redundantly named card was featured in episode 11 of Yu-Gi-Oh! ZEXAL as part of an incredibly rare collection that Scorch and Chills attempted to steal. The card was never formally used in the series, and even the actual artwork of this card is unclear. Onto the card itself, this is a level 10 light warrior monster with 3500 attack and 2000 defense with the following effect. It must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 light warrior type monster and 1 dark fiend type monster from your graveyard. When special summoned, cards and effects cannot be activated, you can pay 1000 life points, banish all cards from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard, then inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each of the cards banished by this effect. Now, its specific summoning conditions allow for a very slight restriction. However, Chaos builds, Light Sworn, and the new Q Bell support will probably be viable options to use this card. I mean, I guess. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Listen, regardless of how you get there, you'll get there, because like several other cards from the anime, unless you have an immediate answer to this effect, the game is done. You lose. Good day, sir. This card, first turn, hand wipes a player and inflicts 2500 damage with a negligible cost of $1,000. This card, first turn, can hand wipe a player and inflict 2500 damage with a negligible cost of 1000 life points and a couple of useless clowns you probably weren't going to use in the first place. With that being said, and almost in complete contradiction to everything I just said, I genuinely wish this card would be released. As with some tinkering, this would be a great modern day version of Chaos Emperor Dragon, if probably unreasonable and broken. Next on the list is Exceed Treasure, which was primarily by protagonist Yuma Tsukumo, with infrequent uses by Astral, Nash, and Alito. This card is remarkably simple. Draw 1 card for each face of Exceed on the field. It's very similar to a card that already exists in the current card game, Memories of Hope, which lets you draw based on the number of different number monsters you control. This card is admittedly rather situational, as it relies on setting up a field of Exceed monsters previously in order to get true use out of it. However, Neuron Network exists. You can throw 4, use Memories of Hope, draw 4, activate Exceed Treasure, draw 4 more, and go from there. Which I'm sure you know where I'm going with. Beyond that application, you could also use it in any other generic Exceed deck, like Zodiac, or Purely, probably, I don't know how they work, or Time Thief. The last card we're going to talk about today is Monster Register. This card is used in episode 72 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX by pro duelist Howard X. Miller. The card was featured as part of his deck destruction strategy and remained on the field until Jaden absolutely murked him by using the effect of Neospatial Glow Moss to deck out Howard and win the duel. This card reads, pay 1000 life points to activate this card. Each time a monster is summoned, the controller of the summoned monster must send cards from the top of their deck to the graveyard equal to the level of the summoned monsters. Note that this affects both players and affects special summons. So while I'm naturally predisposed to bring up the euphoria of decking out someone with some weird Kaiju FTK deck, this card can be used practically with Light Sworn zombies or literally anything else that uses the graveyard. This card is absolutely insane, and can easily win a game all its own if set up. The only issue, and it's a pretty big issue, is that it's a trap. Trap cards, unless the deck is specifically wise in them, are slow, clunky, and absolutely useless. Along with this, card destruction is a rampant part of the game. So while seeing this card set essentially on the field would be pretty cool, watching it blown away by any number of destruction cards will be America's greatest tragedy. This card may serve to initiate a gimmicky strategy, or any number of them, but without a way to activate it immediately, which is not particularly common, this card isn't happening. It's a damn shame because frankly, it's one of my favorite unreleased anime cards. Anyway, those are some of the craziest cards not yet released from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. If you learned something new today, press that like button and don't unclick it. And then press that subscribe button, but don't unsubscribe. And if this joke isn't hitting, then please. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon.